I'm gonna show you how to make a patchwork curtain. The tools you'll need for this are fabric. I'm gonna be using this scrap box. I dyed these with different plant materials and they're all like a lightweight cotton gauze. So if you're not using this, I would recommend just some sort of lightweight like semi-sheer fabric. Also need rotary blade or fabric shears, fabric snips, ruler or tape measure, thread, pins, rotary cutting mat, a sewing machine, and an iron and ironing board. First thing you're gonna do is take a tape measure and then measure the doorway or window that you're gonna hang this curtain in. So this one is 28 inches wide by 40 inches long. So I would wanna hang this in a 14-inch window so that there's enough like drape between the curtain rod so that it's not like completely taut when you're hanging it. I'm gonna start with these two pieces of fabric from my box because they're about the same length. Pressing this to get it all flat first. I have my two pieces here and I'm just gonna pin them together all the way across. I'm sewing these together with a 3/8 inch seam allowance, and you can tell how wide it is because it's the width of the presser foot. We're gonna cut this seam down, trim it so it's only about a quarter of an inch. Press this seam open. Flip it to this side and press it again. Then we're gonna just sew this down and this completely closes in our seam. This is called a French seam, and when you've done both rows of stitching, it looks like this on the front and then this on the back, so it's completely closed in. It's really nice, and that just makes the curtain look really pretty on both sides. Now I'm gonna take my next piece and then just lay it down here and continue on. And when you make a French seam, you're just gonna wanna do wrong sides together, so this is the wrong side. So I'll stitch it down with this part of the seam facing up. And you just keep adding on panels like that until you reach your desired shape. I think it's easier to just sew different long panels and then stitch them all together, but try different styles and see how you like it. This is how my piece looks after I've added 2 more patches, and every time I add new ones, I just kind of line it up, see what fits, what looks good, and then I stitch them together. Keep doing this until you reach your desired size. I finished all of my panels. I'm just gonna go in with my rotary blade and like trim all these bits up so it's all straight and neat on the edges, and then I'm gonna make my facing, and then I'm gonna make the loops to hang the curtain on. I'm gonna measure the width of my curtain, which is 34, and I'm gonna cut a piece that is 6 inches by 34 pieces to use as the facing. That's gonna go on the top. I've used pretty much all the fabric from my box, so I'll just use some of these pieces for the facing and the loops. This is my facing piece. It's 6 by 34, and I'm just gonna hem one side of this. I cut out 5 of these pieces that are 8 inches by 6 inches, and these are going to be the straps. Fold it in half and press, open it back up, and fold these 2 sides into the middle and press that down. Fold it over this way, press it once more. I'm just going to stitch it along the edge right here. Once I have these placed, I'm going to put facing piece with the right side facing, lay it here, and then just pin this all the way across, and we're just gonna sew 3/8 seam allowance all the way across here. We have our facing and our loop stitched down. You're just gonna fold the facing to the back and stitch it down along the edge here, and then hem the perimeter of the curtain, and you're done. Okay, this is my final curtain. I love how it turned out. I used all the fabric in my box to make this. I have all French seams on the back, I have my facing, I have all my little loops, and I can't wait to hang this up. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to see all the curtains you guys make.